It is what it
I
is.
fuck with I like no, I don't fuck with Drake, but no, I do not think he's like one of the greatest. I think his music gonna last
He is
like,
one of the
or
greatest.
I think he has great, bro. His discography, bro. In my opinion, he has not made a great album since like after Views. I don't think he's made a great album since, and I stand by that.
I could
I
say
still, but
I could say his quality definitely sounded a little different. Like by the time Scorpion came, a switch happened. I think a switch happened. A switch definitely happened.
bro, I mean, especially this decade. I'm not even like the ones that people like Cole from this decade. Like I recently listened to Her Loss. Her Loss grew off of me so much. That shit is not like I'm gonna be honest. That album is not that as good as you remember.
Mm, you
And
may be right.
it's in like but for all the dogs, which that was kind of the one that kind of was like the nail in the coffin for me with Drake. That's arguably one of the better ones because Jesus Christ, like Certified Lover Boy, I think is kind of bad. Uh, um, and the one with Party Next Door, that one just sucks. Like that one is just it's just beat switch the song, the album, and he has like nothing to rap about anymore. It's literally all of his lyrics now are just like, please feel bad for me. Why do my friends leave me? You don't want to fuck me? Well, fuck you too, bitch. Like dog. I think Iceman's gonna suck. I'm sorry, that album's gonna be bad.
I don't know. Let's see. I gotta wait to have that opinion. But I mean, if he's gonna be on that album talking about some, you could have fucked me, but I guess you waited. I'm in the I'm in the Marciano hotel right now. Oh, you go to the
He's
like. It's just shaming you
I'm
for
out.
your.
I'm out in the B blows.
he's gonna
Right.
he's gonna be running. Drake is gonna be running on his notepad while stimulated by Tiger plays in the background.
Oh man, yeah, that went a direction.
He's
Damn.
gonna he's gonna be riding, and it's like
I mean, birds of a
no no no
birds of a feather flock together. They say so. Shit, I don't, Lil
Jesus
Wayne probably
oh
compromised too.
no.
Hey, bro, everyone in Young Money, bro.
I just kind of realized,
In about 3 years, holler at me, Miley Cyrus.
That is such
yo,
a crazy thing.
I don't
That is a
discriminate.
crazy thing.
I
That is
mean,
such a I know that wasn't Lil Wayne that said that, but like that is such a crazy thing to
Nah,
say.
it wasn't Lil Wayne. It was a fucking J Mills.
they can be cause from the. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta either lock up or kill niggas like that. That's fucking insane. And they just he just said on the track he's fucking he's fucking mentally deficient people exclusively, and he's waiting for a teenager to grow up so he could for the sole purpose of fucking. You have to kill him. You have to
That's
kill him or send him to prison. That's a deviant. That's a fucking demon. I'm sorry, bro. There's niggas out here right now that live that fucking lifestyle. That fuck. Yeah, man.
Fact.
no.
I only
I'm just
fuck
letting you know
midgets.
if any adult is like oh it's like oh isn't she 17? Oh yeah, but it's legal in these states. Kill him right now. Leave that person behind and never go back. That is. I always found that shit so fucking weird. Like, oh, but it's in Louisiana, it's 17. Like, no, we're not doing this.
The second somebody leaves a conversation with the age of consent is go on ahead and just end the conversation. Like after that, just never talk to that nigga again. Like that's it. That's a weirdo right there. The age of
The
I
whole
can, but the
the,
age of consent is nigga. Stop.
like, oh, but it's just like you're talking like they're like
You want
anime
to
characters.
loop.
She's
You want a
actually
loophole
three
to fuck a
thousand years
teenager.
old.
I seen some tweet
You
saying
know, it'd be
that
like,
uh 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 1 year old to a 17 or to an 18-year old is a kid. Uh, now that's a little crazy. The word teenager exists for a fucking reason. We can I
oh,
don't know. That's how the fuck do
he
we veer
fucking
off in this conversation? What the fuck?
I don't know. This is what happens when we talk about Drake.
Sadly, right? Um,
This is what happens when we talk about Drake, bro. Look what you fucking did.
I mean, Iceman,
Hey, is this?
Iceman,
I don't know.
Iceman. I just want to say, Iceman. I have good enough expectations for it, which is something I want to like. Since the word association game, we've officially concluded that. Um, I did want to ask because obviously y'all know the leading conversation last year was that rap was dying. So I want to ask y'all, what was the big difference between 2025 and 2024 in y'all's personal opinion?
Robin can go first.
So, see, like, before I get into that, it's like, and this just goes for any type of music, but they always, any type of music, it's for each decade. The amount of like older people be like, "What is this?" when they hear like a certain like beat, or I remember my dad heard some like electronic dubstep music. It's like, "What the hell is this?" and they act like it's not music. I feel like you're only saying that because you didn't grow up in that period of time. That if you really fuck with music heavy, if you listen to something that's like, this is so not in my lane, but you can understand the appeal of it, that shouldn't really bother you because that shit always changes. And there was some people do kind of have a nostalgia goggles where they just kind of assume that a certain period of time always had great music. Oh no, there was some shit music in every era. Every single era had shit, and but that comes with the great shit at the top as well. It's don't get mad at us when people who are younger than you like the shit that they like because they grew up with it, and or maybe they just genuinely think it's just good. But in terms of like the 2020s, you said 2024 and 2025. Um, the thing about 2024 and 2025 specifically is that like both those years kind of fascinating because 2024 had more events. Like you had the Kendrick and Drake beef. You had Charlie XCX, like Brat, which was like one of the biggest albums of that year. You basically had like a bunch of events. 2025, in my arguably had more consistent albums, like quality wise. And it's funny because like when I made because I like Robin Air reviews, it was way easier for me to do. Now, maybe that's just a little bit of an ignorant thing. I could be 100% wrong, but my list in 2024 was way easier to make than my list in 2025. 2025 was a hard list for me to make my best, not because it was hard for me to think of good ones, but because of the amount of good albums. There's albums that weren't even on the list that I think are great, but I still think are like really solid. Like the Mexico Dro, Loki, I feel like I should have put down on the list, or I didn't put the GID album. I didn't put it on the list. And that's crazy because I still really like that album. I feel like it's a case of, in my personal opinion, which one I think is better really depends on how you view the musical landscape of things, whether you think it's more like eventful or one that's just more the pure music of everything. Because in 2025, the summer of that year was just like banger album after banger album. Like it was so much good shit coming. And Trey and everyone like I talked to could definitely vouch for me. There was like a period where there was just like insane after insane album
It did feel
and
like
all
that.
that
I'm
shit.
not gonna lie. There was quite literally not even a conversation of like, oh, something's wrong with music or rap for that matter in 2024. If anything, I feel like people like just had nothing but like good shit to say about music at the point at the time in 2024. 2025, I don't know how the fuck the conversation veered and got so bad, but I don't know. I think people, I like legitimately. I'm not gonna lie. We had our conversations, but
It's very it's kind of an odd thing of how when it comes to music, some people only look at music as like an eventful thing and not like the actual shit itself. That's why I don't really listen to the radio like that anymore, and nor do I feel like and that's all. Like, I'll get to that in a second, actually. But I don't know. Like, it's very. I find these 2024 and 2025 like very fascinating because I'll say this: some people talk about like, oh, this decade, or like, oh, there's not a lot of good shit. These last 2 years, I'm not gonna lie, has been really good. Like in terms of like the music, like we've been getting a lot of good shit, and it's not even just hip hop. I think it's just like other genres in general. I feel like we really kind of a lot of times kind of found our footing again in a lot of ways because when they say like, oh, there's not a lot of big events. The Kendrick Lamar Drake beef was like one of the biggest events that happened in music in a long ass time. And 2025, you had like the Clips album, you had the Metro album, you had Dijon, you had what was the big one? Oh, what was it? What was
Vince
that big
Staples,
album?
Dark Times by Vince Staples.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of like I'm having a brain fart. Like big 2025 albums. Are they? Oh, that's so bad. GID. Technically, Drake and Party Next Door. I don't like that album, but that was one of them. There was like so much coming out in such a short period of time, and
Ooh,
I feel like some people.
I want to ask
Yeah.
this question, and Rob, you can answer this. And this is something that people really don't like compare for real. But do you think the bet like what would you believe? Actually, all y'all can answer this really and truthfully. What do you think the best album of 2024 was? And then when you find that out, what was the best album of 2025? Was the best album of 2024 better than the best album of 2025?
I'll go last because I want to know what both of you have to say.
Okay, so the best album is We Still Don't Trust You by Metro and Future. And then last year was Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd, but that's R&B, so I have to choose like a regular a regular rap album for 2025. For 2025, that's actually hard, honestly. um, hmm. No, no. Honestly, honestly, off the top of my head, I'll say overall, I would say 2024 has a better album than 2025. Because obviously, I can't really choose one off the top of my head. There's been a lot of albums I've played over the last 2 years, but I feel like when it comes to like overall, like I would say no, 2025 is better. I'll say 2025 is better. Yeah, I'll stick to that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay.
I
Okay.
just feel like it was a lot of more mainstream and also underrated artists that dropped last year, and yeah, that's really like how I how I see it.
I mean, as far as 2025, I ain't gonna lie. I think the plies, fucking clips. I mean,
Lies is crazy.
plies is wild. He shouldn't
Yeah.
be in no
Oh
comment.
yeah, thank you for reminding me of clips. Clips, Alfredo 2, Freddie Gibbs. Hold on. Thank you. Yeah, 2025 easily. Yeah, I'll take 2025 easily over 2024.
Well, okay,
Mm.
because I need a slight refresher on 2024. Truth be told,
We have
um,
JNX, Chromacopia, um,
The
I don't
both of
know.
the all the future albums, of course.
Yeah,
The what was I'm trying to think of like another one. Ultra 85.
not one of my
Um,
personal favorites.
I love that one. I'm looking through my library right now. uh, ooh, there's some fucking. The Eminem album was in 2024.
Oh yeah, the Death of Slim
Samurai,
Shady.
yeah, Death of Samurai by Lupe Fiasco is in 2024. Uh, Almighty Stone 2 was 2024.
Mhm.
Lucky Gemini by Lucky was 2024. Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q, that was 2024.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, this is tough. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie, cause like I think like okay, obviously 2024 has some heavy ass hits. 2025, honestly, in my personal opinion, slightly takes it. And it's really I think the edge really is because of the JID album and the Clips album. Because them two albums were just fucking phenomenal. Now I'm not trying to sit here and say Chromacopia and you know what I'm saying, Don't Tap the Glass and them like I ain't trying to say them albums wasn't you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say them albums wasn't shit. But I'm not gonna lie, it felt serious as fuck. And I like okay, I don't want to pull this card, but you could slightly blame the Drake and Kendrick beef for why music wasn't taken as serious at the time because of that beef. Because no one's focus was on anyone else's music. Everyone's focus was on what Drake was going to drop and what Kendrick was going to drop. Everyone was worried about, you know what I'm saying, what both of them guys was going to do. So every other album just didn't feel as serious. You know what I'm saying?
That to me is, and I think I love the Kendrick beef. I love it. It was like great to like witness. The only downside to it is that some people were only focused to that to the point where they just forget any other shit that like came out like after that shit. Because especially all like the content creators that would just make nothing about but the Drake and Kendrick beef. Like, dude, the beef started in March of 2024 with Like That drop. It's been 2 fucking years. We can move on. Look, you know, I understand that look, I understand that shit got you some money, and good for you. I'm glad you're getting your money. That's great. I'm glad that you're feeding your families and your friends and your girlfriends or boyfriends. But like at a certain point, we're just ignoring other. There's more rappers in the world than Kendrick and Drake.
And then what's crazy about it is that they want to say, oh, rap has fell off, and it's because y'all pay attention to the same big people.
I'll be honest with you, 2025, in my opinion, is one of the strongest years in hip hop in a minute. And then they always say that it's like, oh, remember that whole charting thing? It's like, oh, it didn't chart. Okay, I feel like some people only focus on algorithms because it's not in their algorithm. They think it doesn't exist, or they think it doesn't matter, or they think that certain things fell off. I saw a thing on Twitter not so long ago where like a punk band just like moshing and crowds going nuts, and they act like, oh, I wish white people like bands did that again. Bro, I've been to some in a couple months ago. They exist still, very strong today. You just don't know that because it's not in your algorithm, and you stop going to that shit. Like that shit's always gonna be around in at pretty much any point in time. Just because like a thing doesn't chart as much for a period of time doesn't mean they don't exist anymore. Like life in music is so much more than charts. But the 2025, like I might have went on a tangent, but like in the 2025, it's like it was so. I feel like some people are now starting to come back to the shit because the appreciation of like the albums. I'm only specifically talking about hip hop. Yeah, you mentioned like Vince Staples was 2024, right? Dark Times.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, some people probably didn't even think that. There's probably people out there that didn't even know that he dropped. There's probably, and it's not really his fault. Some people probably didn't even know that Schoolboy Q dropped. Some people, but that was like right before it, but I feel like it kind of took the shine off. Some people probably don't even think about Kings of the Mischievous South by Denzel Curry, or Volume
Fire.
2. Some people, great album, love that album. Some people like ignore 2093 by Yeat, and like I don't know. I feel like some people focus way more on one thing. I feel like if you truly fucked with music, you are actually a fan. You look for any different types of lane. You go to different categories for that shit because there's so much more than just Drake.
People don't want to look. Bro, hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Who's here to see that Taylor Swift and Ice Spice collab project though? We need that.
Were they supposed to
Yeah,
do
well,
something like that?
I mean, they have a song. They have a whole ass song together. So I wouldn't be shocked if they did like some type of like
that is
EP or
never gonna
something.
fuck. That is
I'm
never
not
gonna
gonna lie, that
fucking
is
happen.
such a weird fucking like you think of both their styles, it just does not sound like they complement each other at all. No bullshit.
Hey,
When I saw Taylor Swift and Ice Spice doing a collab song, I remember when it like first happened. I was like, "What are we doing?" I know there's a lot of times where like a upcoming rapper collabs with like a pop star, but that was like one of the ones that's like, what?
That was
the
like
hell?
such damage. I mean, like, it's just fucking bullshit on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either
Like, I remember.
it, it's really either between Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice or Taylor Swift and Ice Spice because I mean, it's either one of the two.
I mean, I mean,
I'm sitting with
I mean, since y'all think they're so bad, you know what I'm saying? I guess I could ask that question for like all of us. Um, what would y'all say is like a dream collab album that y'all would kind of, you know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of see,
Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice.
man, fuck no. I barely tolerate the fucking the singles they put out. Shit.
Hey, Princess Diana wasn't that bad, but the Barbie world, no, I don't like that.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie, and motherfuckers can call me gay for saying this. I don't give a fuck. Um, that music video is kind of disturbing with Nicki Minaj like grabbing all on
Damn.
her ass and shit. Like Nicki's like 40 fucking 6 or some shit, and Ice Spice is like 24. What? Why are you doing that? You're basically like
yeah.
you're
I
like her
agree with
mother's
that.
age.
That's just the fucking. I
But
agree.
then
That's
again,
just the
I
fucking.
can't be
How
surprised
it
that
was.
Nicki Minaj doesn't mind grabbing up on a younger person. I shouldn't be surprised by that. You know, given who she shares a
You
house
remember
with.
the. Yeah, like she did. You remember the fucking like when she did a lap dance with 13-year-old.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. Unfortunately, I know about that.
Gave a lap dance to a 13-year-old, hugged up on a little boy and put his head on her titties. Let's see what else.
Yes, I can handle curves.
Shit crazy, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Search her computer.
You know, Trey. You know what,
Never
Trey?
mind. She's cool with Trump. That's not gonna happen. They'll probably bond over that.
I just kind of like actually now I'm thinking about it. It's like because like some people talk the whole like stupid J. Cole Kendrick Lamar collab album thing from back in the day, which I always thought was
my
very
God.
silly. That's never gonna happen, honestly. Like what would you say like what would you huh? Huh?
I feel like that would be a good thing. I feel like low key they should do it now because after the whole beef thing, obviously everyone knows they're on good terms. It would be kind of cool, you know. They would have like little Drake disses and shit. It would be pretty fun.
And like
I
the
think they
fucking
could.
and then
I don't even want. I don't want Drake
I don't
disses
even
on
want
that shit.
that.
Yeah, I don't want Drake
Oh,
disses on
me
that bit.
neither.
I want
and then
real rapping, bro. Like that beef is over. Like
and
any
then
reminder of that beef at this point is just kicking a dead fucking horse.
we're gonna have
Yeah.
We're gonna have a J. Cole Kendrick collab album, and then Screwface will make like 30 videos on it.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
That's such a fall from. I had like a separate topic I wanted to do, but that we could do that next fucking season. But Screwface, like this is
Bro, YP.
now do it. Now let's do your song. What's your talk?
side side bar. Screwface, man, I ain't gonna lie. I respect him and I love his ability. Really good rapper.
Oh,
But
you.
as of late, man, you've just been like one of the worst content creators out. Um,
Oh yeah.
it is really not been fun to watch his videos because it's like just so much bias. Like, and I don't understand where it comes from. You would think Drake fucked that motherfucker's mom or something, or like did something crazy himself to Screwface. Like I just don't understand why you have such a, and it's not even like you're like anti Drake. It's just more you're just so pro
I
Kendrick.
like
AI thumbnails and all.
oh,
Fucking with
see,
that.
I don't even have a problem.
I think the fucking like his main shit that was really good was like his reaction like epic rap battles of history. I think that was funny. Or where he did like reactions to rappers, people really don't think like Lucky and be like they're actually good and they're saying some. I think that was good, but what he does now is just fucking bones.
I will. I actually used to really fuck with Screwface. That he was like one of the like ones where like I remember and like I used to started watching him in like 2018. That's when I started. Like I was there for there for a while, and 2025 was kind of the year where I was like I don't care anymore. That one thumbnail where it's the fucking Kendrick Superman thumbnail is like that's actually like one of the stupidest that's one of the stupidest thumbnails I've ever seen in my life. That shit's embarrassing. Or oh yeah, I was thinking of like what was y'all's like favorite like dream collab albums? The ones where it's like not obvious ones, the one that you think is good. Like the ones that you like, man, this is different, but like I don't know, I think it'd be fucking hard. What can I say?
And yeah,
Now, when you say
What
dream
the fuck did
collab,
you just
are we talking about alive or dead, or are we talking about people that still are among us today?
Among us. We could if you want to do like if you want to do one for each, you can. And like either one of them is fine by me.
Bet. So I think
Mine is Among Us and Fortnite.
shut up.
I think to make it fair, we should probably go. We should probably do probably two each.
Yeah, probably.
Two or three. Two or
Uh,
three. It kind of depends. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know I yap, so I probably should just get mine out the way. Uh,
Yeah.
um, a collab that I'm not gonna lie that I feel like would have been really, really interesting to at least experience, whether it would have sounded bad or not. Um, I think I think the world, like obviously, I think the West Coast really would have enjoyed this, but I think the world would have took this for such an interesting what the fuck, yo. I think the world would have took this for such an interesting listen, and I'm gonna say Kendrick and Tupac. Uh,
Oh.
Kendrick and Tupac, dead ass. I feel
oh
like
yeah.
that album, dead ass, would that shit would take over the world, in my personal opinion. And it really just depends on the beats that they use, really and truthfully. That probably would go down as like the most impactful West Coast album, and we're talking about one and two for West Coast rappers. Those are the greatest West Coast rappers that you have to offer. So I have that as one, obviously. Um, uh, my second one, I'm not gonna lie, this one is it's still possible, but I don't think we'll ever get it because they're both such assholes to each other, and I don't understand. And
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna assume like I'm gonna tell you how likely it's gonna happen. Which one do you say?
this shit is probably
Which
never
one?
going to happen. You have a better chance of catching motherfucking damn shit. I can't even say the probability. I only have an accurate
Oh
analogy
yeah.
for this shit. It's so unlikely, but it's a small chance it could happen because one of them could be mature enough to like close the issues that they have with one another. Um, I am not gonna lie. I think the world will shut the fuck down if we get a collab album from Nicki and Cardi. I want to see. I want to hear that.
Oh,
Huh?
I want to
I'm
hear that.
going. Oh no.
I want to hear it. Because obviously, look,
Is that something?
they both.
People actually. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you got it. Go ahead. What was you going to say?
No, I was gonna say like people don't know like as far as like female rap goes, they don't know how impactful like that could be. Like, do you know how much conversation that two of the biggest female rappers of our generation doing a whole project together It
that's
that
like
was
I understand the idea. I just feel like if that was to ever happen, I feel like we're like 8 years too late.
Yeah, it's
In
probably
my
too late,
personal
but at the
preference.
same
Yeah,
time, I
I
feel
guess.
like it like what Trey said. That's a powerful motherfucking message, yo. Like dead ass. It's like it shows, yo, stop fighting amongst amongst each other. Like they say rap
exactly.
is
Yeah.
male. They say rap is male dominated, and for the most part, you could probably say that that's true. And as much as people want to say that women are coming back or whatever, you should never overstate the fact that women are becoming a bigger fixture in rap. Now,
I agree.
is there ever been a time where women dominated rap outright? I don't think so. And I don't think we're getting close to that point. And it's really because of the division amongst the women. I think it's really, really, really embarrassing to the fact that the teams are basically Team Cardi and Team Nicki is really, really stupid that they have not been able to come to any sort of resolution in this amount of time. I don't think that there's anything else
Yeah,
worth fighting over
bro.
anymore. It's really not anything else.
I think I think the problem isn't the fact that they're like fighting over each other. I think that also the problem is like all the shit that Nikki does nowadays. I just feel like who wants that anymore? I just feel like there's no. I feel like the moment's already passed. I feel like plus I'm then again I've never been the biggest Cardi B fan anyway, so that's probably just a personal preference. I don't know if the album would even be that good to begin with. It's a if that happened like years ago, I would have respected it. I just don't think it'd be something I'd be mad. It would have been a big thing. I don't know. I feel like doing it nowadays would just feel very forced and just very like I don't know. I don't think it'd be good.
I hear what you're saying, but think about it like this: if you would have got this album, what, say 8 years ago, you don't you again, you know what Nicki has to offer. You don't know what Cardi has to offer because she's barely done shit. We're years later in the future, and we know Cardi can give you fucking
Oh, what do you
anthems.
mean? What do you mean? She has that one song with Lizzo where she goes, "What's going on?" Like fuck off.
Yeah,
Fucking
well,
just made that
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Why?
that's a song from the Cardi B album and it's really bad. I've never even heard the album before.
I
well,
still have yet to listen to it. I don't think I'm ever gonna listen to it.
yeah, well, that that aside, um, I honestly like again, it's less of a quality thing and more of an impact thing. Um, the women cannot get along right now, and it's really, really upsetting. It's really disappointing because it's like it's actually no reason for anyone
What
to
does
take
that mean?
sides.
Like Nicki and Cardi.
I just don't
I don't.
understand. Again, you look at the root of most of the rap ladies' issues, and it stems from whose stance or whose side they stood on. JT and Young Miami literally split because of some form of. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I was JT, I'd have been got the fuck on from go away from damn P Diddy side bitch. But uh,
Uh,
that's a side thing. I ain't gonna lie. Bia doesn't like Cardi because of Nicki. Ice Spice is slighting Cardi because of Nicki. Anyone that
The thing is, these people are.
basically anyone that's made a song with Cardi, they can't make a song with Nicki, and vice versa. If you make a song with Nicki, now you can't make a song with Cardi because what you doing going against the
They
Barb's?
don't like each other.
It's just
I feel
It's
like
like
that's just.
it,
I
it's
feel like
like
I'm
the
gonna be honest
Kendrick
with
and
you. Hmm?
no, I was gonna say it's like the Kendrick and Drake shit all over again. Like you got to pick
Like
this
Yeah, really.
side, and it's just like
I mean,
it shouldn't be a side
yeah.
to pick.
it
there's a
shouldn't
thing
be
called a
any.
business.
It should.
There's a thing called like music business where it's like some people just want to collab. I feel like some people look way too deep into that. And I just think it's very silly.
No, it's just fucking. That's just how it is.
It's really
You don't like
silly.
it, fuck off.
It's really silly, and
Very so.
honestly, I personally feel like there's just a childish way to look at shit. But also at the same time, I understand it. If you see your friend trying to do shit for your op, that makes you feel like your friend fucks with your op, and obviously you shouldn't. You shouldn't, be friends with somebody that would clearly try to take some sort of profit from your op or put money in your op's pocket or try to, you know what I'm saying? Like it gets looked at as them trying to further their career, help them further their career, even if they've helped, you know, you get somewhere. Doesn't really matter. I have personal experience with that, but if you know, you know, I guess. Um, it's not with Cardi and Nicki, I'm not gonna lie, it just comes off very stupid because again, they're both fucking 30 plus. How long are you birds going to keep clucking at one another? It's so silly because it's like at the end of the day, nobody wants this shit anymore. Y'all didn't put the beefs out. Or y'all didn't put the fucking diss tracks out. Y'all didn't said so much. It's not anything left to say. Y'all didn't say crazy shit about each other's kids. All this shit, dog. I ain't gonna
Hmm.
lie. Maybe I just view this from a different perspective because I'm willing to forgive any. I'm willing to forgive everybody. Everyone that's ever said anything crazy about me, I'm willing to forgive them because I know at the end of the day, everyone can change. So I know if I can change, if you can change, I know Cardi can change. I know Nicki can change. I don't know why it has to still go forward. I just wish at some point they come together, and I just think that's just a good symbol for women's rap. I think women's rap becomes infinitesimally stronger after that. Just that gesture. It's just it's like Bloods and Crips burying the hatchet. It's like fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Why, when you say this, all I'm thinking in my head is that you say like the voice of Crips, like that the one, you know the meme where it's like one blood and one Crip is like hanging both their like it that in like unison is like just to be a generational like hater or some shit. Like it's like in the football team.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, I
Eagles
remember.
fans or like Washington fans, like both of them coming together just to hit on like the Cowboys. This was an example of that. This is all I picture in my mind.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That meme where they got the flags tied up together. That's funny as fuck. Yeah, no, that could be Cardi and Nicki. For my third collab album, this one I'm not gonna lie. Now this is like a group album in a sense. I want, and this is probably like a really funky concept, but
Hmm.
it's I want to hear it because I ain't gonna lie. I think it would turn out good. I want the entire 2016 Double XL to make an album
That's
together.
Ooh.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's actually like ridiculous.
You said dream.
Wait,
You
was
said
it?
dream
What was
collab
it?
album.
The
But think
collab
about it.
album, the entire
It's
20, the entire 2016 Double XL.
Dead ass. Is that
that would be
whole class was
more
iconic.
entertaining.
That whole class was iconic, and it literally was the beginning of a new era, a new generation. We're 10 years after the fact, and all those
I
artists are doing something so different with their careers. So yeah,
Yeah.
and I ain't against the idea. Obviously, that sounds. I would be very intrigued if that was to ever happen. The only thing is like Uzi Vert is gonna be spinning, and all of a sudden you're gonna hear fucking Dave East like, bro, get the fuck off, get off the song.
I mean, again,
Honestly, if culture would have said like that one cipher, then I would see what he's coming from. But like even then, like if it was just everyone overall, like a compilation project or something like that, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind.
I would give it a shot. Definitely say that.
y'all gotta realize this, right? Everybody in that class, they all like okay. Obviously, look, Dave East is not gonna sound too correct next to fucking designer, but Dave East is gonna sound good next to G Herbo. We heard that shit before.
Actually,
Lil,
no. Actually, no. I'm interrupting you. I just remembered Lil Dicky's in it. Actually, no. You could take that. I'm good with that.
yeah, like bruh, Denzel Curry with anybody really is gonna sound decent. Shit, we got Kodak in
Yeah, why
that
do you think the
motherfucker.
cipher's gonna be a thing?
Yeah, like bro, that group is just about fucking 10, 12 people. So I don't think this is too ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I
I'm not
understand.
saying it's ridiculous. It's just the idea of like a bunch of like hip hop artists that we like all love and grew up with like now. It's just a massive group. It just sounds so like preposterous. I don't never use words like that, but yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, but
Preposterous.
I also like again. I just view it as another sign because again, 2016, people view that as the greatest double XL class of all time. I would agree. I would say that they are the best double XL class. If you're not talking about them, it's probably 2011 or 2010, maybe, maybe not. Um, but 2016 again was those were the new kids. Those were the new guys that was supposed to take over the rap world, and to some degree they did. Kodak was a you know what I'm saying, a superstar at one point. Lil Uzi Vert is a rock star. Denzel Curry is still, you know what I'm saying, one of the most refined artists that continues to give really great art. Dave East, you know, didn't have the most stellar rap career, but he you know what I'm saying, he ventured off into Hollywood. He became an actor. Lil Dicky became an actor. He was also an extremely stellar rapper. You know, G Herbo, he's still doing his thing.
Stellar. I
Every
don't know.
single person from that
I'm
class outside of designer really like, and then even designer is such an outlier example because like obviously, you know what I'm saying, he was the one that had the number one hit out of the group. I mean, everyone else did really, you know what I'm saying, really good too, but he was the
no,
very first one.
like I said, I definitely would not be against the idea because that's like something that's like kind of I would say insane, but a bit like something you would never think about. But I wouldn't be opposed to it because it just sounds like it'd be very entertaining. I highly doubt it'll be boring.
I just view that if not an album, give us a track like One Train when ASAP Rocky had like
Yeah,
fucking,
well, it's that Rocky and them. Yeah.
yeah, like ASAP Rocky had damn Earl Sweat, all them people, Ab Soul and all them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, I know they can
Or
squeeze
make it into
damn,
a worldwide choppers. You never know.
like
No,
you
man.
could do something with that. Like I'm not like, and I think that they will give you the best project possible. You can't get that from 2015. You can't get that from fucking.
Oh
I
hell
don't even
no.
No,
really.
man.
I don't even
No,
really.
man. You could get that with fucking. You could get that for fucking Troy Ave. No, that's Troy
Man,
Bolton. You
hell
get that
no.
with Kid Kid.
I don't even want to hear that
No, you
nigga
get
talk,
that with
let alone
fucking.
rap.
You get that with what the fuck was that one guy name? Jesus
Uh,
Christ! You're gonna have Tink and
Lil Mar.
Rari.
Lil Mar, yeah, Lil Mar. You're gonna have Netanyahu. You're gonna have Kid Kid. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Suge Knight.
That sounds like the most
Suge Knight.
all over the place, fucked
You
up,
get
funky ass track
We're
ever.
gonna we're gonna have Ian Watkins. Like something like
Mm.
uh
that. Like
you.
The
Ian
okay,
more
Yourself.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna have me on it.
Robin's trying to be a fucking edgelord. That's all this is.
the more you just went into each artist, the more it makes my point that the 2016 one is the most cohesive out of the entire group.
But Lil Mar's verse was hard. What are you talking about?
Well,
Man,
you don't want to hear Kid Cudi and fucking Pills.
who? Pill?
No, you don't.
Pill probably work
Nah, you
at
don't want to hear
yo
fucking
yo.
Donis.
Bill Ray's the good.
Yeah, Adonis. You don't want to hear that Adonis and Freddie Gibbs.
Like SpongeBob, Patrick. I'm running on my self-esteem. No gasoline, no gas in me. Nah, you ain't.
Pill and Donis probably working at motherfucking Costco right now, going in and out for each other's shifts. I'm not. No, I want to
They're
hear
a
them niggas.
basketball player.
You know what?
That's
That's
what
my dream collab album. My dream collab album, Till and Don. There we go. That's one.
Fuck
No,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
that's funny. All right, guys, let's stop.
All right, go ahead,
What?
y'all,
Fuck
go in
you.
it. Go. Let me hear y'all since my last one clearly is a
Till and
was
Don.
not a hit. What's y'all's? I guess what about you, Trey? What would be yours?
Well, mine is gonna be Kid Boo and
Man, get
fucking
the fuck out of
Icy
here.
Darko. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. We need that Kid Boo and Icy Darko. No, I'm just playing. But one easily is The Weekend and Future. That's one I want.
Ooh, that okay. No, seriously, I actually do want that. That would actually be really fire.
We basically got that out of We Still
We
Don't
just
Trust
fucking
You. The Weekend's
rolled
like on like
up.
4 songs, but still.
That would be amazing, yeah.
Have they
Okay.
ever
I
missed
don't care.
together, like on a song? I genuinely don't know if they've ever missed together.
No, they never miss together.
That's crazy.
But yeah, The Weeknd and Future, I will come on, bro. Never miss. Honestly, any artist that The Weeknd collaborates with, I will love to see. Like Travis Scott and The Weeknd, that's
Oh
another one.
man, Hall of Fame Glades right here, man. Did y'all just hear that? He said any person. It's like, no, go ahead, bro.
Anyone? All right. Trey, how about The Weeknd and Brandon Rashad or X Neptune? My bad.
Fuck no. See
That would
what
be
you
that
think?
would be fire. That would be fire.
This nigga is a lost
No,
cause. I cannot believe I'm here.
Nah, I'm playing. All right.
no,
I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
you're gonna have Abel be like, oh, and then you're gonna have Brandon Rashad be like,
I'm a rock
she won't suck
star.
my dick. She won't suck my dick. Yeah.
Fuck no.
But my most is The Weeknd and Future. But second one, Travis Scott and Don Toliver, easily. I don't think they miss together either.
Travis
So
and Don.
yeah, they haven't missed together
No, I
either.
disagree. There's a couple of Jack Boys 2 songs. I know they are on the same song. and
But
I hate
that's
that
Jack
album, but
Boys, bro. That don't count.
but that's Travis Scott and Don Toliver, and
Man,
Jack
get
Boys
on
2
somewhere.
has both of them. I don't
Get
hey,
on somewhere.
Look, man, fuck Jack Boys 2.
Get on somewhere. That shit doesn't count.
God, I think it does.
I don't think so. Another one. I have to think of one last one. Damn. Oh, fuck it. I'll say something that everyone wants to see. Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely. The Opium Twins.
I mean, if you're an
That would
Opium
be.
fan, that would be like the fucking best thing ever. Yeah.
I mean, they never miss together, in my personal opinion.
That
So
would be good.
I
Yeah,
feel
they
like they have they have a lot of songs together, and they don't really miss. So that would be something that I'm looking forward to, even though that's never gonna happen because then again, it's Opium. But still, but yeah. But yeah, that Future and Weekend one, I'm still hoping. I'm still hoping that it will come out someday.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, what about you, Rob?
Me, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. I think everyone wants to see both of them have a collab album together. I think John Lennon would have great vocals now. I'd be very interested to see what he would sound like in 2026. I think that would go hard.
What?
The other one I thought of was big booty bitches and unless coochies would be pretty fire. I just think that
Okay, bro.
can work very well.
Okay, bro.
No, let him go. It's
Honest-
all that shit getting cut out. Go ahead, let him talk.
All right. One thing I did, I did, I felt
Yeah,
like I was, there was one that I actually did thought of was, and does this count with like rappers or producers?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't mind. I don't mind because Trey said The Weeknd and Future. So I mean he picked a pop artist and a rapper. So I don't mind you venturing
Oh,
off.
yeah, fair.
You know what I'm saying?
What I'm thinking is, and they did collab before.
Travis Scott and Sheck West. No, I'm just playing.
Shit, I want that album. Dead ass.
6ix9ine and Skinny, 6ix9ine and Skinny from the Nine.
I ain't gonna lie. No, that's
Trippie Red would have been crazy back in the day.
that has the fucking potential to be one of the most entertaining albums. No bullshit. No bull. They both snitches, bro. They both snitches. They just gonna be fucking telling on everybody on that album.
They're gonna call everyone haters on the album. They're gonna have fine ass women in the music video.
Literally, like, bro, that's such a layup for content creators. That is easily gonna be the most hated album possible. No one can morally support that unless you like you're a 6ix9ine fan, which that must mean you're 12 years old. So I don't know. You have to.
Oh.
Well, Can't be a fan of someone. No,
I
never
was gonna
mind.
say he might be a fan of you. If you're 12, he might be a fan. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, yeah, no, 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 no pedo jokes. You know what I'm saying? We already talked about P Diddy.
one that I did think of, I actually just thought about this, is I mentioned Rocky before, and one of my favorite songs is Fashion Killer. I just thought of, I low key wish him and
Rihanna,
Friendzone
ASAP Rocky.
no, I wish him and Friendzone collab more. I think the idea of him and Friendzone making a full project together would be so. Whether him or like Friendzone and like another like cloud like rapper, I just feel like a full. It's like with Main Attraction. It's like 808s and Dark Grapes 3 by Main Attractions. It's like one of my favorite cloud rap albums. I think he's such a goated producer. They're such a goated producer, and I feel like him and Rocky like in like a full on collab shit. I just feel like would do wonders for me specifically. I don't know if that's the thing what everyone would think about, but that's something that would like that'd be fucking awesome.
Well, don't hide your enthusiasm. What about you? What about you, Luna?
Oh, me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn. Uh, uh, I think Drake and Rihanna. Honestly, now it might be a little bit odd, for obvious reasons. I think at one point that would have been great. They haven't mixed on many songs yet.
I don't
Yeah, they
think
got What's My Name, Too Good, Take Care.
Oh my god.
I like
Yeah?
Work. I'm not going. I like it.
Move on.
That's
Yeah.
that is, shout out to Take Care of the song. Shout out when Luna showed me the original version of Take Care that I didn't even know about from Jimmy XX.
Yeah, Jamie XX and Jill Scott Heron. That's too good.
Oh, beautiful.
That's what Tom Hanks said.
Probably
So Brad.
motherfuckers.
Well, yeah, J. Cole and Miguel, I think chemistry is a must-have for successful joint albums, And they now many fucking rappers and singers have like the same consistency on their songs as J. Cole and Miguel. They got how many songs they got? They got Born Sinner, they got Power Trip, they got Come Through and Chill, which honestly has kind of grown on me. I was kind of like the shit on it. It's like I thought the J. Cole verse was stupid. But the more I think about it, I think it's like pretty smart.
Yeah.
I think that'll be good. That'll be chill. The
I'm not
chill
gonna lie to
vibes.
The more you say that, I need to listen to more Miguel. I don't listen to Miguel enough, and I feel like I should. Like because every time I've heard a Miguel song or any of that sense of like he always sounds good. There was that one album like the Kaleidoscope or some shit. Apparently that one was like incredible.
Yeah, he got fucking like some amazing songs on there.
I probably should listen to that later.
Nah, you were supposed to pick. Motherfucking Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Well, that's the album we want to hear.
Fucking album. Whatever.
Fuck you.
Nah, Tom McDonald, Dax, and Adam Calhoun. Oh man.
I ain't gonna
No,
lie.
we're gonna
That
have
is the most that right there. Throw in fucking what's that one? Luke Gone and fucking throw in Luke Gone and what the fuck is his name? And Token. And you got
fucking ew.
the most try hard group of rappers ever. 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 Corny is all
We're gonna
fuck.
have Death of Mumble Rap Part 3 in the works.
Mumble rap my
We're gonna
ass. It's
have
not
fucking,
no mumbling possible. They're gonna be all trying to rap out fucking trying to rap faster than one another.
they're gonna have fucking like it's almost be as good as if like Stalin and JID collab. I think that would go hard. The idea
Yeah.
of doing a best of mumble. I think the idea of doing a best of mumble rap nowadays is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I never liked that shit. I always thought that shit was so fucking lame.
Well, it's dead, so finally get this like completed. But just know, you know what I'm saying, we done came from some, I won't say weeks, but it feels like that. So um at the end of the day, man, look, this is something, you know what I'm saying, for y'all's entertainment. This is something for y'all to sit there and digest. You know what I'm saying? We were never gonna have a conversation here where we're forcing y'all to, you know what I'm saying, have a divisive opinion about somebody or whatever the case may be. If we talk crazy about somebody, it's always going to be someone doing something crazy. It's never going to be someone trying their hardest or something like that. One thing I never do is kick someone while they're down. And if I do, it's somebody that's been kicking others while they're down. So we're just giving them a taste of their own medicine. I'm not gonna lie, it's bittersweet because I love doing podcasts like this. I do, but it just reminds me that I've been neglecting my people over at IAmLee. But nonetheless, now this is a good podcast and this was a good season. And, you know what I'm saying? This was a lot of thought provoking thinking, discussion. And if not that, then you just heard four motherfuckers yapping and talking about shit that y'all are familiar with and can relate to some degree. So,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? And we're far. Don't take my tone as oh man, it's over, huh? Fuck no. It's it's a pleasure at all times to do this for y'all. I don't take it for granted. I don't. I love when people tell me, "Hey, man, like, when's the podcast coming out?" Whether it's you just got your phone in your pocket, just checking me out, whether you know what I'm saying, you got me on the TV, and you know what I'm saying, you just need something to eat your food to, or whatever the case may be. I don't care. I'm not one of those people that just need a grand purpose for you to watch, or listen, or digest. Just do it. Life is too hard right now for you to have to think too hard about the entertainment that's supposed to be just no thoughts behind it. You know what I'm saying? Live your life and live your life the way you want to live it. And stop caring about what other people have to say. Be who you want to be and be proud of who you are first and foremost. Um there's not too many realms where I can sit here and say the words I'm saying um without feeling some type of way because again, this country is fucked up right now. So if I could help y'all feel better about yourselves, that makes me feel good. And of course, it's your boy Trey.
It's your boy TRE to the FUT to the U to the R to the E LIVE from 713.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Mm.
See, you didn't even need me to hook you up. He had it. He had it right there ready. Shit. Now all you gotta do is drop an album. But of course, we got the Washington Commanders fan, but don't call that motherfucker Washington Commanders fan, or else that motherfucker gonna drop a diss track on your ass. Is motherfucking Lorenzo Robin.
I mean, it's fucking facts. It is true. That is true.
Well, all right then. Luna was here. Just know Luna was here. But that aside, um, y'all know who I am. It's your boy Lee B talking. LBT, YouTube's MVP. And you know I'm always gonna be chatting with y'all, talking to y'all, yapping to y'all. And of course, you already know I'm hitting the yapper flex over here, man. I'm gonna put that little J. Cole track on for y'all real quick. Hitting that motherfucking yapper flex, man. Beyond any means, man. Shit, I'm yapping now. You already know what time it is, man. Courtesy of TRE Future. courtesy of Royal Flush, courtesy
You're
courtesy of that lunatic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There it is.
yeah. Hey!
You already know what time it is, man. This is the podcast you need to be checking out every time because we are unscripted, uncut, and we are unbiased. This ain't the unbiased podcast, but hey, that's just what we are. And we will see y'all later in season 3, y'all. Peace out.